I wasn't even gonna talk about Serenity on my channel, but this movie is too crazy to ignore. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's EJ Marino and this is About Last Night, the show where I talk about the movie I saw last night. I'm still trying to recover from the movie I saw last night. Yes, today we are talking about the new film Serenity. What the f just happened in this movie? I have never been so confused at the end of what I thought was going to be a normal drama about white people on an island and she was going to try to get her husband killed. I was like, oh, this is like The Girl on the Train or Gone Girl or any of those little kind of novels you read on the beach. You see some mom reading them. I thought it was going to be one of those type of films. But no. This has one of the strangest high-concept sci-fi plots that I don't even know how to try to explain what happened in this movie. You're going to be hearing a lot about Serenity, not because it's a good movie, not because it's going to make a lot of money, because it has one of the most out-of-nowhere twists I have seen since an early M. Night Shyamalan movie. I saw Glass recently, and Glass was less confusing than Serenity. I cannot fathom how the hell director Steven Knight was just like, this is the plot of my movie. This is how I feel telling my story. I'm gonna get into this twist later on, so I'm gonna spoil this movie that you probably won't ever see, but we're gonna get into all of this because this is nuts. The movie Serenity follows our character Baker Dill. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's character is named Baker Dill. The fakest of fake names. As soon as I heard his name, I was like, well, that's not real. That's not sticking. So, okay, enough of the weird name. Baker Dill lives on this small town called Plymouth. It is a little a little fish island. Basically, all you do there is fish, have sex, maybe drink a lot. There's not a lot to do on the island, so that he just lives his nice mundane life. He's going to try to catch this big tuna. I mean, the way they set up Matthew McConaughey's character in this tuna, it is Moby Dick level beef. He is going after this tuna. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a Moby Dick plot. And then the movie starts rolling around. You know, he's living his life. It's a little weird in this town. It feels a little Truman Show. It feels a little ooh, is this a cult? What's happening? So he's living his life, you're getting it, and then his ex, Karen, played by the amazing Anne Hathaway, she shows up and was like, okay, so I need you to kill my husband, your son, who lives with me, Patrick. He is having to hear all this abuse. He's having to deal with all this abuse of my life. I try to hide him from it, but, you know, I need you to do something. Kill my new husband, save your son, save your ex, me, and I need you to do this. And Baker, you know, I almost called Baker Bill. Baker Dill is like, yeah, no, I'm not killing a man. I'm just trying to get my big old tuna out there. She offers him $10 million. So here's the basic plot. I was like, oh, this is Moby Dick meets Strangers on a Train, that old Alfred Hitchcock film, where basically it's just hey, I'll kill your wife if you kill my wife. I like that that scam plot, because then it gets into if you don't take the deal, it gets you in trouble more. I thought the basic plot of this movie was there and fine. And then it keeps rolling along and I'm like, this feels like a David Lynch movie. Why does this feel fake? Why does this feel like everyone's lying to him? You know that odd, peculiar feeling when you step into a place and it feels like everyone's been talking about you? That's what this feels like, where every time Matthew McConaughey's character would walk in a place, you just got this vibe of oh, ooh, is this a cult? What are they doing to you? So things are happening. Let me just throw out the big twist as much as they threw it out for me. It's all a simulation. It is all a simulation in this little boy's video game about his life. The son, Patrick, that we heard about earlier, he's basically lives his life in his video game. He's never met his dad, played by Matthew McConaughey. His dad died in 2006 in the Iraq War. So he lives this weird life of just I'm living in a fantasy, I want to do this. He hates his stepfather, does want to kill him. So that plot is there. So it's not like they do the plot twist and then just abandon everything before that. But it does feel okay, this insane plot that I just tried to explain to you, the simulation, the video game, he lives in the... all of that happens, and there's still like an hour left of the movie. So this twist happens, and I'm like, trying to like do the math equations in my head. I'm like, that doesn't make sense, but that doesn't, but that. So that's my biggest fault with this movie, is the plot twist happens so early and it's so confusing that it throws you off for the rest of the film. I truly could not like sit there and enjoy anything because I was so confused for a long time. And I don't even mean confused like that show Lost, or one of those like, oh, this is a puzzling. I was confused of like, yo, is this for real? Is there going to be another twist on top of this twist that tells me this twist was a twist and it's a lie? And what? Oh my God, this movie exists. Look, I'm not going to fault the director and he wrote and directed this. I was going to say the director and the writer. I'm not going to fault him for trying something new. We see so many mundane, boring, generic dramas a year. I get it. But this is not how you do a twist. A twist should make you sit back and question everything you've seen. This made me sit back and go, no, that's not. Look, let me tell you my alternate way of doing this twist. So Matthew McConaughey's character, they mentioned earlier that he was in the Iraq War. This town feels weird. He has this choice of catching this fish or killing this man. I thought he was in limbo. Try to follow me well. He has this decision. I thought he died in the Iraq War. His choice was either live your life as non-killer, go hunt that fish, which is still killing, or you can kill this man and then choose your path as a killer. I thought that was a really interesting thing, like a Lost scenario, like they're in a limbo, they're in purgatory. Give him this decision to make. Either he does something for his family, though it's bad, like killing this guy, or he just goes and lives his life on this island. Those were his choices. I was like, oh, that's going to be his plot. He has to... No, he's making this decision basically for nothing, because even when he decides to like do the actions, it wasn't him, it's actually his son that in the real world goes and stabs the stepdad. I truly wish I could explain this to you in a more cohesive, a more organized manner, but I'm throwing it at you like the movie threw it at me. I'm just slapping you in the face with it and being like, hope you enjoyed, hope you got it, because why did they sign on for this movie? Anne Hathaway, I like you. McConaughey, girl, you're doing commercials, I expect it. Djimon Hounsou, he doesn't do a lot. Jason Clarke, bad actor, do this kind of movie. But Anne, girl, I had faith. I thought you were, after Ocean's 8, I was loving you. Oh my God, I'm confused. My head hurts. I don't even want to label this a review. I just want to say this was my discussion, me just saying what the hell just happened in Serenity, because this was a wild time. This movie, like, I can't even hate it because it is too strange and it does something different. It's just not campy, or it's just not smart enough that it gave off its intended feelings. Oh boy, okay, this is it for my review or my discussion of Serenity. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this. If you have seen Serenity, let me know down in the comments below. Did you see this twist coming? What do you think of my limbo twist? Would that have been better? Let me know all your feelings, because we have to talk about this. I only made this video so we can talk and we can try to figure out together what just happened with Serenity. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe because I make videos like this every single week. Oh my God, my head hurts. I need to go lay down or think about like drag queens or something to make myself feel better.